2012 Jeep Liberty front brake pad replacement, front brake rotor replacement. We're going to replace the front brake calipers as well. So it's going to be the same for both sides. We'll be just showing you the driver's side here. Got the wheels off. Jack up the vehicle. Got plenty of good metal underneath here. Jack it up, use safety stands, protect yourself. Take the wheel off. I had specialty lug nuts on here, but you might have 19 millimeter lug nuts. So break them loose, then jack up the vehicle, and take them off the rest of the way. All nuts and bolts, everything's left to loosen, right to tighten. So got the wheel off, and then we'll get to work here. Turn the steering wheel left to right to make it easier to work on the caliper if you want. And we're just going to take the caliper off because we're replacing it. It's a new Ribestus coated rotor. You don't have to wash it, but if you get a rotor with exposed metal, it's going to have anti-rust properties on it. Oil of some kind, so you want to wash it off with some warm soap and water and towel dry it, and then you can install it. But all the surfaces where the brake pads ride, you need to wash those down if your metal's exposed. So got that on. We're going to put our new caliper on and put some brake pads in it. This one we should be able to just install the brake pads in here. Sometimes you can't and have to disassemble it, but this one we can work them in there. There's kind of a springy thing we'll be pushing up to make sure the brake pads slide into those grooves. To put a little lubricant, as you saw there, some purple lubricant on the contact points. Make sure the bleeder screw is on the top, not the bottom. Torque is 100 foot-pounds for those bracket bolts. We just need to transfer this. We have what's called a banjo bolt. And we have a gasket, copper gasket. Then we have the fitting, of course, and there's another copper gasket on the other side. So we'll zip this off, 15 millimeter bolt. Take the old gaskets off, and then maybe wipe this down a little bit and put 2 new gaskets on it. And put it back on the caliper. Well, that's nice. It's not just screwing in freely, so I'm going to use a wrench and see how easy or hard it starts to turn in. I have to clean up the threads or get a new caliper. Great. It's a little stiff, but I think it'll be okay. Twenty-three foot-pounds for that. And the lug nuts are probably 100 foot-pounds. We can open up the bleeder screw and let the gravity do some work and get some fluid flowing. Passenger side was 10 millimeter. This is 11 millimeter. All right, so we're gonna let this bleed out. Oh, there's some fluid on my finger. Sorry. No, it's not very clear. So we can tighten this down for now, and then we're gonna have someone assist us in bleeding. We'll have someone in the vehicle. They'll be pushing on the brake pedal a few times to pump and get everything moving, collapsing. Then they'll hold the brake pedal down. We'll open that up. We'll get a stream of air and brake fluid. Then we'll close it. Then they can let up on the brake pedal, and they can pump it a few more times, 3 or 4 times. Hold it down. We'll open that up. We'll get a stream. We want a stream of fluid only. Get all the air out. That's the idea. So I like to gravity bleed it. Makes the pumping part for the other guy quicker and easier. He can get back to work too. So I'm going to bleed this next. All right, you pumped up already?
I am. Totally pumped.
Totally pumped. I'm going to open this up.
I can do it. It's 10 o'clock.
Yeah, muffin time. Did a good job of gravity bleeding, so I don't really see. Oh, there's some air. Ooh, pump it. Try not to get too much brake fluid on my hoist. And pump it. That was good. All right, thank you. And that's it. Snug that down. My specialty lug nuts. Used a gray torque stick rated at 100 foot-pounds. We'll verify it with the torque wrench. Then we'll check out the master cylinder, top it off as needed. Here's the master cylinder, brake cap, some words here. Yep, use .3 brake fluid. Cap just screws on and off. There's a maximum and a minimum, just trying to keep it between there. Use a clean rag or turkey baster if you need to for any reason if the fluid's going to be too full. But taking off the calipers, it shouldn't be an issue. We'll just top this off. We've already bled our brakes and everything, so we're just going to bring it up to the somewhere near the maximum level. Looks pretty good there. Yep. Always pump the brakes a few times before you engage the gear to make sure the brakes are working and feel good. Good luck to you on your brake caliper replacement. 2012 Jeep Liberty.